If you've been building client sites for even a short period of time, you know that handing a site over to a client can be a tricky process. On the one hand, you want to empower your client to make changes on his own because that means a happier client and less work for you. But on the other hand, you don't want your client to be able to make changes that ruin his site and your hard work, and you want your client to feel confident that he can edit his site without ruining anything. Offsprout's Builder Role Creator is the answer to that problem. Every client is different. Some clients are tech savvy and can handle new technologies with ease. Others, not so much. You may even have a client who needs to have multiple users, each with their own permission levels. But let's say you just built a site for a client and they have a user who maybe isn't so savvy. However, they still want this user to be able to go in and create new blog posts. We can use the Builder Role Creator for that. Now that we're in the Builder Role Creator, let's create a new role. And we'll start with everything set to false. From here, we can start toggling permissions that we want the user to have. We want the user to be able to edit the post meta because he should be able to upload featured images and maybe set some SEO settings. But we'll leave the rest of the admin area disabled for him. We also want the user to be able to add objects, specifically text modules and a few other module types which we'll get into in a second. We do not want him to be able to delete some module types, but we'll limit that further down. Same is true for editing modules. We probably don't need to let him edit a module's standard settings as these are all design related. But we do want him to be able to edit module-specific settings, like letting him upload an image to an image module. We'll also give him the ability to edit text inline. Now, let's refine his specific module permissions. Basically, we only want to let him use text, heading, and image modules. So even though we gave him the ability to add, edit, and delete modules, here we're refining that ability and only giving him the ability to add, edit, and delete text, heading, and image modules. And finally, we want to let him add new posts from our page templates, but we only want him to be able to add blog post templates. So we'll limit his access to only the blog post template folder. Let's save this builder role and then preview it. As you can see, our client only has access to the things that he needs now. The interface he sees is much simpler, which means any training that you have to do is drastically limited. He only has access to a few module types, he can edit the post meta to configure SEO settings, and he can add new blog posts. Now, your client can confidently edit his site. So go ahead. Add user accounts for your clients and let them edit their sites without worry with the Offsprout Builder Role Creator. Offsprout. Don't just build websites, build your business.